You feel it, don't you? That pull inside you, the quiet voice saying, you were meant for more. Not more followers, not more money, but more peace, more power, more presence, more truth in your soul. You're not weak, you're just becoming, and becoming takes time. Remember when Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. You're not here to impress, you're here to embody, to live in alignment with who you truly are. You see, strength isn't just about muscle, it's about stillness, about knowing when to speak and when to stay silent, when to fight and when to let go. I know what you're carrying. The pressure to succeed, the fear of failure, the need to be everything for everyone, while never feeling like enough for yourself. They tell you to man up, to suppress, to harden. But listen carefully. Your emotions aren't your enemy. Your pain is not weakness. Your depth is not a flaw. Remember what Rumi once said, the wound is the place where the light enters you. You're not supposed to feel nothing. You're supposed to transform that feeling into power, into action, into wisdom. There's a version of you haven't met yet, but he's watching, he's waiting. And every time you get up when you fall, every time you choose courage over comfort, every time you take a breath instead of breaking, you're getting closer. Remember when Marcus Aurelius said, a man's true delight is to do the things he was made for. You were made to lead yourself, to master your impulses, to think for yourself, to be grounded when others panic, to stay kind when others lash out, to remain focused when others are distracted. That's what a real man does. Not because he's perfect, but because he's present. You made it this far. That says more than you realize. Most people quit before the path even begins. But you're still here, still listening, still becoming. Let me tell you something most will never hear. Becoming the man you're meant to be doesn't happen in front of a crowd. It happens in silence, in struggle, in solitude. It's forged in the gym. When no one sees you show up at 6 a.m., it's carved in the quiet moments. When you choose to face your thoughts instead of running from them. The rising doesn't look dramatic. It looks like consistency. It looks like small wins stacked, day after day. It looks like discipline, even when motivation is nowhere to be found. The real work is invisible. And maybe no one will clap for you. Maybe they won't notice the inner war you fight. But I will, because I know what it takes. Becoming is not about proving yourself. It's about knowing yourself, unlearning the noise, to remember the truth. Remember what Epictetus said. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. That's it. Not perfection, just alignment. A man in alignment doesn't chase, he attracts. He doesn't dominate, he leads. And he doesn't avoid pain, he uses it, shapes it, turns it into power. I know you feel tired. That's okay. Fatigue is a sign of effort. But remember, the most dangerous moment is not when you're weak. It's when you're close, and you think about quitting. Don't. Don't stop. Don't shrink. Don't go quiet now. You didn't come this far to stay the same. You came here to rise. So breathe. Straighten your spine. Open your chest. And keep going. No matter how slow, no matter how small. Each step forward is one step away from the man you used to be, and one step closer to the man you're becoming. That's the mission. That's the calling. Don't answer the world's noise. Answer your soul's whisper. Be silent. Be steady. Be unstoppable. You've been taught to fight the world, but the greatest battle is the one inside of you, the one between who you are and who you know you could be. It's not easy. It's not meant to be. Growth hurts. Awakening is messy. Transformation requires destruction of old habits, old fears, and false identities. There will be days when the doubt creeps in, when your mind whispers you're not enough, that you're too late, that you've already failed. But listen, you are not your thoughts, you are not your past, you are not your mistakes. You are the one who watches the storm and decides not to sink. That's power. That's masculinity, motivated, not dominance, not rage, but mastery, self-mastery. Remember when Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." So no, you don't need to conquer the world. You need to conquer your world, your impulses, your distractions, your excuses. Motivated. This path is not for everyone, but you didn't come here to be everyone. You came to rise, to choose discomfort over complacency, to choose truth over image, to choose purpose over pleasure. And every time you choose that, you grow stronger, more solid, more awake. You are winning the war within. Take a moment. Look in the mirror. Not at your face, but at your eyes. Ask yourself, am I living with integrity? Do I follow through on what I say? Do I move from truth or from fear? Most men are pretending to be confident, pretending to be in control, pretending they've got it all figured out. But you're different, because you're willing to confront yourself, to tell the truth, even when it hurts, to say, I need to grow, I want more, I won't keep living numb. Motivated. That's not weakness, that's the beginning of strength. It's not about fixing yourself, it's about revealing yourself, taking off the mask, letting go of who the world told you to be, and standing, raw, honest, unfiltered, in front of your own soul. You can't fake that. Not here, not in this temple, because the man you're becoming can only rise when you stop hiding from the man you are. So ask again, what are you becoming, and what are you willing to leave behind to reach him? One day, you'll be gone, not to be dark, but to remind you of something deeper. Your life is your message, and your actions, they echo far beyond your timeline. Motivated. What you do now, what you build, what you stand for, that's what will live on. Legacy isn't money. It's how you made people feel. It's whether you stood for something, whether you showed up when it was hard, whether you stayed kind, even when the world wasn't. You have to go the way your blood beats. If you don't live the only life you have, you won't live any life at all. James Baldwin. Motivated. So stop waiting. Stop watching. Stop holding your breath. Start moving. Start choosing. Start becoming. Let every rep in the gym, every early morning, every hard conversation, every sacrifice, be a brick in your legacy. Not a legacy of ego, but of presence, of truth, of purpose. You don't need to be famous. You just need to be real. And real men, they rise every damn time. You are not broken. You are becoming. I know the weight you carry. I know what it feels like to walk through fire alone, to fight battles no one sees, to scream silently in rooms where you're expected to smile. But hear this. You are not alone. Not in this temple. Not on this path. Every scar you carry is not a shame, but a signal, a reminder that you've survived what would have killed lesser men. And still, you rise. Not because it's easy, not because you always believe in yourself, but because somewhere, deep in your bones, you know, this is not the end. There's more to you. There's more to live. There's more to give. So stand up, even if your hands shake, even if your past screams louder than your future. Stand up and walk forward anyway, because the world doesn't need another perfect man. It needs a present one, an honest one, a man who fights for his soul and for the souls of those he loves. This is your reminder. You are rising, and you are not rising alone. The fall was never your story. The rise is.